Hello and welcome to the first session of Physics 9, book number 21. This is Sir CJ. And in this session, we are going to cover the following parts. The first part being an overview of the objectives on the transformation of energy and work, which is actually the title of this new book. Ayan. And then the second part will be under observe. It's a pre-assessment, multiple choices. And then the last part will be an activity where we are going to explore some common examples of energy transformations. In this book, we are going to target the following learning competency. It's on explaining energy transformation in various activities or events, such as in waterfalls, archery, or amusement rides. This is based on the 7E based self-learning module in Science 9 which I wrote for my master's degree, and specifically you'll find it in Unit 4, Book 21, pages 1 to 4. Let's begin! Okay, so just like the previous books, in this book, book number 21, we will be having a new focus. Okay, so each book almost meron tayong bagong focus. We will no longer be focusing on colliding cars and colliding balls. We will be, while they may still be siguro popping out in our activities, in our discussions, assessments, or lectures, they will only be comprising a wider selection of examples since we will be talking about energy. Now, in the previous grade levels, what we learned about energy is that it is the ability to do work. And then you were also introduced to its various forms way back in grade 5 and how such forms can do work when you were in grade 8, diba? So when you were in grade 8, you actually discussed how to compute for the value of work, right? Now, since physics is a study of how matter interacts with energy, it is very unavoidable that a lesson is devoted to it. Okay, so in each grade level, you had a different perspective in looking at how matter interacts with energy. Now, we will be studying the transformations of energy and how these transformations may do work in this book. Now, if you're going to ask me, this is the most exciting part of all the lessons that you had in energy before, and it's probably more exciting because this will become your springboard, your launch pad for your grade 10 physics, which comes first next year. Yan. So, next school year niyan, no? Isa yon sa mga talagang unang mga makakasalamuha mo. Okay, so in this book, ano ba yung mga learning targets natin? We'll be discussing it after a while. First is we have to remember the following. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, so that is according to the law of conservation of energy. Now, what happens to energy is that it only gets transformed. Ang pinaka-focus ng book na to is how those transformations occur. So you will get a good grasp of how energy is conserved, which is, by the way, the topic for the next book in book number 22. For the meantime, these are the learning targets. The first one is that you should be capable of explaining how energy gets transformed in real-life activities and events, and that you should also be capable of illustrating how energy is involved in doing work. And then you have to be capable of solving new kinds of problems on energy transformation, and then value proper nutrition for a better lifestyle. Ayan. So I think the last objective seems quite different from the rest of the objectives that we have in this book, but I'm pretty sure that soon you will know why. Okay? Now, bring out your sheet of paper and your pen because this is a pre-assessment. You know what we do here, right? We are going to be targeting some new things, but before that, we have to know if your previous lessons are already, kumbaga, parang understood, or also kung meron na ba kayong alam about this new topic. We're gonna be gauging that through this pre-assessment. So, are you ready? Okay, let's begin. In item number 1, in a marathon, Jem wanted to win the grand prize so she can buy her mother the shoes she's been wanting for her birthday. In order to win, Jem needs to increase her momentum. How can she possibly do that? A. By sitting down. B. By suddenly stopping. C. By increasing her velocity? Or is it D. By decreasing her velocity? Pause this video if you need more time. If you're done, let us proceed with the second item. You have been well acquainted by the two previous books this quarter on how momentum works. Which among the following is not true about momentum? A. It has direction. B. It is conserved. C. It is equal to the energy of the body. D. It is dependent on the mass and velocity of the body. If you need more time, pause this video. If you are through, let us now proceed with item number 3. In one accident scene, two vehicles collided. They got stuck with each other. Which among the following best describes what happened? A. Their collision was nearly inelastic. B. Their collision is completely inelastic. C. Their experience is a completely elastic collision. They experienced a completely elastic collision, and D. Their collision did not conserve momentum before and after it happened. So you have to choose which among these is the best answer. Take your time. Are you through? Let's proceed with item number 4. Aside from the term momentum, you have frequently been exposed to the word impulse. Pray tell, which among the following is a correct idea about impulse? A. It is not affected by momentum. B. It is always equal to the change in a body's momentum. C. It is always less than the change in a body's momentum. Or is it D? It is always greater than the change in a body's momentum. Take your time. Pause this video if you need more. Are you through? Let's proceed with item number 5. He was with his friends, so Fernando decided to try the craziest roller coaster in the Philippines, at least based on the reviews he read online, that is located in the Enchanted Kingdom, the space shuttle. If the velocity of the space shuttle is doubled and the mass is kept constant, since no one is allowed to jump off their cabins during the ride, what will happen to the space shuttle's momentum? A. It will be doubled. B. It will remain the same. C. It will increase 4 times. D. It will be reduced to 1/2. Pause this video. Take your time. Are you through? Finalize your answers. Let us now answer. Okay. For item number 1, the correct answer is letter C, by increasing her velocity. Number 2, the correct answer is it is equal to the energy of the body. Number 3, the answer is letter B. Their collision is completely inelastic. Number 4, the correct answer is letter B. It is always equal to the change in a body's momentum. And lastly, number 5, the correct answer is letter A. It will be doubled. Count the number of correct answers and write your score on the upper right-hand corner of your sheet of paper. How well did you do? Alright. I hope that you did well enough, that you're confident, I think, to proceed with this new book. Okay? Okay. So speaking of proceeding, this will be actually one of the first formal things that you will be learning in this video, in this book number 21, right? Okay. So under transformation of energy, we start by this question. Have you ever tried lighting a match? Now I know that you may be in the age where we are making fire using lighters that use butane or other fuel, right? But I need to make sure. Have you? Lighting a match kasi is one of the most common examples of transforming one form of energy to another. When you strike the match against the side of the matchbox, it will have mechanical energy since it was moving. And then, kapag yung head ng match hits the surface of the side of the matchbox, a chemical reaction occurs which actually releases chemical energy. Now, lastly, once the fire is produced, it will be releasing another form of energy called radiant energy. So, in radiant energy, there will be light, there will also be some thermal energy. Ayan. So, these events could be actually summarized as follows. So, first, the striking of the match, the actual burning of the match, and the light and the thermal energy that was produced. Ayan. Now, I wanted to grab a sheet of paper and analyze the following. Let us start with this photo. Ayan. So, what form of energy gets converted into these two other forms of energy based on this photo? Okay, take your time. Pause this video. If you need more time, again, pause this video. I know this is challenging. Are you done? Let us now proceed with the next photo. In this photo, you see here a car. What do you think are the forms of energy that gets converted completely from one form to another? Pause this video if you need more time. Are you done? Let us proceed with the item number 3. What do you think is happening here? What kind of energy transformation do you think is present over here? Are you done? Let us proceed to answering these questions now. Okay, for the first item, the television is connected to an outlet which thus suggests it has electrical energy, and that electrical energy could be converted into light as well as sound. And if you added the third one, which is thermal energy, since umiinit yung appliance, you can also add that. You can put that. Okay, so did you get all these 3 boxes correctly? All right, let us proceed with the next item. For the car naman, it's chemical energy in the batteries to electrical to mechanical. And you can also say that it's because of the fuel, chemical, and then electrical or thermal, and then mechanical dun sa mga pistons actually. But for the sake of standardizing your answers, let us first focus on the following answer. Okay? Okay, so sa classroom lang natin pag-usapan yung mga alternative na mga sagot ninyo. And then for the last item, the flashlight starts with the chemical energy coming from the batteries to electrical and then light. Now, if you added thermal energy over here, it's also fine because it is actually a byproduct of this energy transformation. Actually, in most energy transformation, even in the previous one. How many of these did you get? Write your score on the upper right-hand corner of your sheet of paper. Okay, so that ends our very brief but I hope very productive introduction to book number 21. Okay, so in this session, we covered the following tasks. We had an overview of the objectives for this book, which is titled Transformation of Energy and Work. And then we went back a few steps to just assess ourselves if we still remember the concepts we learned from book number 20 through Observe Pre-Assessment. And then we had an introduction, a formal introduction to book number 21 through Observe Activity, the Transformation of Energy. Remember that our target for this new book is we should be capable of explaining energy transformation in various activities or events such as waterfalls, archery, and amusement rides. This edition of Physics 9 is actually based on the 7E-based self-learning module in Science 9, which I wrote, and specifically you will find the parts of this session on Unit 4, Book 21, pages 1 to 4. This is Sir CJ and I hope that I will see you in the next video lesson. Have a great day.